Thank you for tuning in today to find out a little bit more about the CTAE programs here at Stevens County High School. I'm Julie Payson. I'm the president of the Toccoa-Stevens County Chamber of Commerce. We have the privilege of being the advocate and community partner for Stevens County to promote commerce and tourism in our community. We are affiliated with the Georgia Chamber of Commerce and certified chamber in that regard, and also the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, where we received the distinction of 5-star accreditation. So it's an honor to get to promote Stevens County and all that goes along with that. Our Stevens County school system was recognized by the Georgia Chamber of Commerce and awarded the Rural Workforce Preparedness Grant to help promote the CTAE programs in our state, specifically in our county here in Stevens County. There are so many opportunities in the workforce here in Stevens County that match our CTAE pathways offered in our school system, and we're excited to tell you a little bit more about those today. I hope you enjoy learning more about this CTAE pathway and how it feeds directly into career opportunities here in Stevens County.
The Audio Video Technology and Film Pathway provides hands-on training for careers in video, television, and film. Students learn camera operation and safety, script writing, and audio and video editing. They use professional equipment and software to create various projects such as interviews, instructional content videos, short films, and music videos. They are able to produce content to build professional resume reels that will equip them to secure jobs and thrive within the industry.
My name is Phil Hobbs. I'm the general manager here at WNEG. I've been here since 2001. I started in radio in 1984, so this is my 40th year in radio. I've done a little bit of everything. I started out as a part-time worker, and back then, if you had anything on the air, you had to have someone there. So I had my own show right from the start. I was horrible, but I had my own show from the beginning. And so I learned along the way. I've done a lot of different things. I sell advertising. That's what I do here, as well as the general manager. But also, at our smaller station like ours, we do a little bit of everything. So I fill in on the air when needed. I do play-by-play sports. Just about anything that's needed, we do here. And I've come up through some different stations. Larger stations, you have a little more select jobs that you're doing. I've done on-air stuff at WESC in Greenville. I was there. I started doing sports and things in South Carolina, and became the manager there, and then moved here in 2001. So for me, it's fun. I've been sort of surprised of late that we don't have as many people who want to get into the profession, because it's a fun job. It's different. It's a different type of day. You're not doing the same thing every day. We've got a young lady now that's working for us. That's just out of high school. And she has learned everything. She's doing commercials. She'll be doing live reports from the fireworks. She'll be interviewing people. And she's been here with us a year, and she's done a little bit of everything that you can do in radio. So there's a lot of different jobs that you can do, and it's a great way to get started and get your feet wet. And if it's something I want to pursue, there's different areas. There's sales, there's news coverage, journalism, and there's different areas that you can be in radio. If I'm doing a ball game and our system goes out at the game, we do it through a clean feed on the computer system. Say it goes out, well, he knows he can pull me up on the telephone line, and we can just do it. If I have to hold the phone, we can still broadcast the game. Now, it doesn't sound as great quality-wise, but it still gets on the air, so that's the most important thing. You don't have to have a degree to work in radio, but to get a little further up the ladder, where it pays a little bit better, it does help. Now, there's many people in radio who never went to school. They're on-air people, and they've made it huge. I mean, that happens a good bit, and so there's a lot of money to be made out there. And the larger stations you are, is probably the better opportunities. And a lot of people start at stations maybe our size or a little smaller, and then they work their way up to other stations. What our wages are here would be totally different, at a larger market. So, yeah, there's like I said, hundreds of thousands of dollars that people can make in radio and in sales. A lot paid on commission, so the more you sell, the more you make.
My name is Jonah Chambers. I have been at Osborne for 6 years, in some form of a photographer for that time. But it really started with just right out of high school with photography, doing product photography, but now I handle the role of our visual marketing specialist. So I handle everything from our photo and video to our social media accounts across the board. So at Stevens County, unfortunately, the time I was there, they didn't yet have the video, the audio visual department. But I did go through 2 graphic design classes. And graphic design is something that I use every day. I do every day. I handle a lot of our design content for publications or digital media. So the graphic design class in the CTAE department was really kind of my first exposure to, just the simple things like Photoshop or the Adobe Cloud, things that, I use every day now, but at the time in high school, it was just mind-blowing how complicated it all was. But, it really is a good opportunity just to expose students to some things they thought they might not enjoy. I never thought that I was going to be working with graphic design, but you kind of develop passions in areas that you don't expect to over the years, especially in high school when you're just trying to figure out what to do, what you want to do with your life. So the graphic design in the CTAE department, I owe a lot of that creative freedom and energy to that department.